Why is traditional data lineage not enough to solve the lineage problem? Lineage is all about understanding how data flows from a source to a destination. Now, theoretically, you should be able to derive this chain end to end by examining things like the query history. In reality, however, there are many gaps in between where queries are written, where data is actually produced, and where data is stored. For example, I might have a code base that generates a set of events. Those events are pushed into an API. I then write queries on top of that API data. I feed the output of my query into a Dynamo database. Then that DynamoDB pushes the data back into S3, and from there it lands in Snowflake, and multiple transformations are performed. Now, it would be almost impossible for me to apply a lineage graph in the traditional way to the architecture that I just described. It requires navigating code, event streams, databases, and different types of databases as well, and back into file storage systems. So this is why traditional forms of data lineage are actually not enough to create the entire picture of your data ecosystem. You have to use something else. And one of the techniques that we really strongly recommend is predictive data lineage. And predictive data lineage means you're not just looking at query history, you're looking at many components of your data lifecycle: data, code, API information, and other artifacts that allow you to probabilistically complete the chain, starting from the source all the way to the destination. And the useful part about predictive lineage is that the more metadata that you add, the more powerful the system becomes. And that includes human manual intervention as well. So that's predictive lineage, and it's why traditional data lineage is not enough to solve the real lineage problem.